Hi there, Irit here, and I'm going to review the Prima Watercolor Confections Pastel Dreams set and share my impressions with you. Now, for full disclosure's sake, I am not a watercolor artist. I am a mixed media crafter and scrapbooker. I do have a lot of watercolors and I use them quite often, mostly artist grade, so that tends to be my standard of comparison, and it's a high standard, but yeah, I want to tell you what I think about these. So I'll show you the unboxing, and then I'll talk and tell you what I think while you can watch me swatch these. Bottom line, should you get this set? Well, that depends. I will give you my pros and cons later in the video, and you can decide. Okay, so let's unpack this. So these are the Prima Watercolor Confections, and these are the Pastel Dreams. There are 5 sets with different colors in each set. There's no overlap. And there are 12 pans. It's stated that these are artist quality watercolor, and here they're said artist grade, high quality, highly pigmented watercolor pans. Watercolor confections are sized perfectly for artists on the go. These professional grade paints provide bright, intense, smooth, and long-lasting colors that will work beautifully for any art or mixed media project. These are made in Korea, and they come in these really gorgeous metal tin, and it has a sticker in it, so if you have more than one set, this makes it easier for you to know which is which, because they all look the same from the outside. And it has here this clip for your thumb when you're holding your palette on the go. So the box is really beautiful. You open it, you have here a space for mixing colors, and here also there is this swatch card that the colors are not named like they are by most of the, let's say, known companies that are directed more for artists. So these colors have names like brown, chocolate, lemonade. So it's not exactly, if you're used to regular watercolors, then you're probably used to different names. So this doesn't tell us a lot about what kind of pigments there are in here or anything like that. And they're also numbered. So this one is from 37 till 48, and I guess it starts at 1 with one of the other sets. So as you can see, the colors here, the packaging is fantastic. The colors look beautiful. And I'm just going to unwrap these and swatch them, and then share some thoughts about these with you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pros. The price. You get 12 half-pan watercolors, and they come in this really cute metal box that I think just the box would cost you, I don't know, probably somewhere between $10 and $20, somewhere in that area. I've seen the larger boxes. I think they cost around $17 or something like that. I might be wrong. Anyway, you get this really cute box, and you get 12 watercolors, so that's pretty good value. I found these on Amazon US for $23, and this was for this set. I saw the other sets were cheaper, And on Simon Says Stamp, which is where I got mine from, because they have flat rate international shipping. Depends on how much you spent there. So I got it for $28. And I think also there the other sets are cheaper. So that's one pro, that you get, I guess, good value for money with some reservations, which I'll tell you when I get to the cons. So the packaging is beautiful. The tin case is lovely, and you know, the whole design of this really makes you want to get into these paints. The colors are really lovely, with the exception of the browns. That's a personal opinion and preference. But besides that, I think I think all the other colors are really lovely. I played with this set quite a bit, and for me it worked best when I used it with very little water. So these colors are quite opaque. The light ones are very opaque, and if you use a lot of water with them, because they're so light, you don't get a lot of color. So to me it felt, it had the feeling more like gouache paints than watercolors, probably because I love to use watercolors with a lot of water. I do a lot of wet on wet techniques, and I love the way they flow. And with these it worked, but because the colors are so light, that's the nature of this set. These are pastel colors, so you don't expect them to be dark and vibrant, but that's just how I found, you know, if you use a lot of water, you barely get any color. So those are the pros. And the cons, I'm afraid I think the list of the cons is a little bit bigger. So my issue with this set is a little bit with the color choices. I really don't like the brown. There are two browns that are not very attractive in my opinion. And I looked on the Prima webpage. I was trying to see if they had some sort of you know, specific use for this set, like painting images, you know, faces, people, that type of thing, because I could see that kind of work with the colors here. The yellow and orange and the browns are more vibrant than the other colors, and they are more translucent than the other colors. The other colors are quite opaque. So I thought maybe they were thinking that people draw faces and then the hair can be, you know, blonde or brown, and they wanted to have a more translucent look. I don't know. But that's what I felt, that the colors were not even in their opacity and intensity. And I kind of wish, that's my personal preference, I kind of wish that if I ordered a set of pastel colors, I kind of wish that they were all in the same tone and intensity. Because to me those browns are not really pastel, and also the yellow and orange are quite bright. So obviously you can add white to them, but yeah, the set is has a bit of a mismatch in its color choices, in my opinion. Another problem I have with this set is that it's a really specific set. And again, if you order a set called Pastel Dreams, it's obviously, you know, a specific type of paint. But if you're looking for a versatile set, I wouldn't buy this one. If you're looking for, you know, if you love all the colors in this set, as you can see them, I swatched them and played with them and tried with water and without water. If you like these colors, then, you know, you should consider this set. But yeah, as I said, it's not so versatile. The colors, because they are so opaque and, you know, they're not primary colors, when you mix them, you get very muddy colors. So if you know a little bit of color theory, it's not a surprise, and it's not something that you would expect, and it doesn't perform. But I just don't think the color mixes are attractive to me. And yeah, again, they the packaging says this is artist quality paint, but there is no information about the pigments, about staining, granulation, transparency, light fastness, all this information that is sometimes important to artists or crafters. So that's kind of a minus to me. And yeah, as I said, if you are watching this and you saw the color swatches and you love all the colors, and you think those are the colors you want, or you have other watercolor sets that kind of satisfy your basic watercolor needs, then I would consider this. What I personally did with this set is I took all these colors out. The brown ones I took out of their little half pans there, and I'm going to make my own custom set and use these occasionally. I did order the tropical set because I think that's probably a more basic one and a more versatile one, and I will review it once I have it. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and have a lovely day. Bye.